Hey all, my name is Paul Borosky and I am the owner of Quality Business Plan. And what I'd like to do today is to show y'all how to have your pro forma financial projections ready for your box truck business plan in about 30 minutes or less. In order to accomplish that feat, you do need to have my box truck business plan template, which you can purchase on my website, and I'll give that link in a little bit. But once you purchase the box truck business plan template, you get a Word document with the box truck business plan template, and then you also get a pro forma financial model that I've aligned to the box truck industry. So for this video, we're going to drill down on that Excel file that is customized for the box truck. So once you finish that model, you should be ready to go based on the information I'm going to provide for you. So the way the video is going to work out is I'm going to go ahead and give y'all first a background about me, who I am, what I do, why I do it. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to walk you all through my financial model that's aligned for the box truck industry. And once we're done with that, we'll go ahead and sum it up, wrap it up, and call it a day. All right, so as promised, a little bit about me, who I am, what I do, why I do it. Again, I'm a professional writer, also a business plan writer. I am also a financial projection modeler. I love my numbers, I love my financial models, and I do work with those on a continuous basis. So if you do need some help writing a business plan for a box truck, let me know. Need your financial projections ready for your box truck, be delighted to do so. If you want to go ahead and do your financial models yourself, I do have, like I said, this video is right up your alley for getting those projections done. Also, I am an author, and I've published several books on Amazon. So if you want to check out some of my business plan writing books on Amazon, help yourself, feel free. And then finally, a little bit of education about me. I am an adjunct professor and subject matter expert for business and finance. So I do have some education backing me up with my thoughts and ideas here. All right, with that said, let's talk about my financial model here. All right, well, there we are. Where's my financial model? There it is. Where it is. There it is. All right, so the way the financial model works out is, like I said, once you purchase my box truck business plan template on my website, you'll be able to download a Word document, and you'll be able to download this Excel file. You do need Microsoft Office in order to make the changes to the Word document as well as the Excel file. Once you get the Excel file downloaded and opened up, this is what you're going to see. You're going to see an Informations tab. All the information that you're going to want to change is going to be on this tab, specifically in the darker blue areas, these areas right here, these areas right here. And I'm going to go over each one of these areas in just a second. Once you make the changes on this tab, all that information is going to roll over to my projections tab. So you'll have a nice little graph you can include into your business plan. And again, this information right here is all updated and it's already included in the plan. But this is a nice little chart that you'll be able to include into your business plan. And then these numbers right here, you can use these numbers for a financial highlight in your business plan. Here is the meat and potatoes of the box truck financial model. Here is your 12-month projections. It's broken down to month 1 through month 3. 4 to 6, 7 to 9, and then you can keep going over. And this is going to be your 12-month projections. The income statement's also included right here, and it's projections for the next 5 years. So once you change all your information on Information tab, this income statement is going to update. Also, the 12-month financial projections are going to update as well. All right, so in order for those numbers to change, I do have the Informations tabs. All the changes we're going to make are on this tab right here, except for one other change, and I'll show you that at the end. So when you're going to go ahead and update your financial model, any of these changes that you make in these numbers right here, which is the numbers you're going to change to make it customized, they're going to roll into your profit and loss statement and the income statement. So for example, if we're going to drive 500 miles a day, well, all of my profits for the next 5 years are going to change once we change any of these numbers. So the way this works is we've got this first section right here is our revenue generators. The title for the revenue generator is going to be average mileage per for the box truck. The 40% represents the variable cost. This is a percentage of sales. The variable cost is a percentage of sales. Variable cost is going to include your fuel. It's also going to include your maintenance. So for a placeholder, I included 40%. The next is going to be the number of miles driven. So for example, if our box truck is going to drive an average of 500 miles per trip or per day, then we're going to put 500 here. This number right here is going to be the price. If we anticipate charging $3, $3 a mile, well, we're going to put that $3 here. If it's going to be $3.25, then we'll change it to $3.25. But every time we change that number, again, all of the financial models are going to update. The next is going to be number of days in operations per week. So, for example, if we're going to be running our truck 7 days a week, we're going to change that 6 to 7. If we're going to be operating 5 days a week, well, we're going to change the operating days per week to 5 instead of 7. So we're going to leave it at 6 right now. Next is going to be the monthly sales. So for this section right here, just leave it at 4.3. That represents how many weeks in a month. Yeah, and so yeah, just leave that number alone. It's good for where it is. The next section is going to be the labor. So for the labor, the salary is going to be how much you're going to pay your management and your executive team. As a default, I put $3,000. You want to pay yourself $4,500, $45,000. $4,500, knock yourself out. Whatever you want to pay yourself, put that number right here. And then if you're going to have employees, this is where you're going to put the number of employees. So if we're going to have 3 employees, we'll change it there. The average rate of pay would be right here. So we're going to say, for this example, our employees, we're going to have 3 of them. Average rate of pay is going to be $18 an hour. And then the monthly hours, that is going to represent 172 represents full-time. If they're going to be part-time people, then we'll take that 172, divide that by 2, and that would be 86. So if we're going to have 3 part-time employees, we'll put 86 hours for monthly hours instead of the 172. When you update this information, it does roll into your profit and loss statement and your income statement. Next is going to be your startup cost. Here is where I give you an opportunity to go ahead and fill out your startup cost. Startup cost can be, I've got the typical startup cost for a box truck company. It's going to be your box trucks. It's going to be miscellaneous equipment. Inventory, if you're going to have an inventory, some people, they sell, I don't know if you're going to have inventory or not. If you're not going to have inventory, then zero it out. But if you're going to have inventory, put it in there. Also, if you're not going to have employees, if you're going to have no employees, put a 0 right here, and it removes your employees. I'm going to say again, we're going to have 1. We have supplies, advertising, office equipment, license and insurance, and then miscellaneous. So this is where you're going to be putting all your information in. If you're not going to carry inventory, then you can change this to, you can change this label to, cancel this. You can change this label to whatever you want to change it to if you're going to have some other type of cost. I'm going to go ahead and keep the inventory there. But you can change this. You can change these labels as much as you like, and then change the numbers. You just cannot add lines to any of these documents. Don't add lines. Don't click here and just click it on add a line. Once you start adding lines to my financial model, you're going to break it. So don't do that. Next thing you're going to do, so that's our startup cost, and you can go ahead and change any of this information here, and then it'll automatically total for you here. The next is going to be your monthly fixed cost. I put 0 for rent because most box truck owners, either they're A, working out of their truck, or B, working out of their home. If you get to the point where you're going to be working out of an office, then you can go ahead and put your office rent there, and this nice little chart right here will update for you accordingly. These numbers right here, these titles right here, do not change the titles. You can change it up here into the startup cost, but right here, do not change the titles. Those are locked. Those are locked and loaded, ready to go. These costs right here can change. You can change your rent. You can change your utilities, insurance, advertising, other. Change all these to your heart's delight. The next section is going to be our miscellaneous information for our tax rate. So for our tax rate, it's going to be, I'm saying that your tax rate in your area is going to be 20%. If it's going to be 25%, change it, and it'll deduct it to the taxes and show that in your financial model accordingly. Next is going to be your growth rates. So I'm estimating that for year 1, sales are going to grow at 4%, year 2 at 3.5%, year 3, 3%, year 4, 3%, and year 5, 2.5%. If we expect our year 1 to grow at 5%, well, we just change it right here. And again, the financial model will update accordingly based on what we just changed, and it'll update the information accordingly. Next is going to be your loan. So when you have this section right here, the equity section is your investment. How much are you coming out of pocket with? And if we say $25,000, we'll put here. If your loan amount is going to be $175,000, well, that's going to go right here. And once you put that loan amount information right there, it automatically pulls down here, and then you can change your rate. So let's say maybe we're going to have a 4% rate for our loan. You can change it here, and again, it'll update all your information. And if you're going to take a loan out for 8 years instead of 10 years, you'd put your loan amount here. And again, once you make that change, your profit and loss statements will update, and your net income will update as well. Once you're done making all of those changes, then what you're going to do is you're going to go to your box truck business plan. Wait a second here. Let's see here. So we're going to go to our box truck business plan, and we're going to zip down here, and let's get our financial model ready to go. What we're going to do is we're going to go through our box truck business plan, and we're going to look for our financial highlights. So for the financial highlights, the first change we're going to make is for the next year. We project revenues of approximately, and this says $439,899. We're going to go to our financial model. We're going to go to the projections, and we're going to, once we make all of our changes, then all of our revenues are going to change. We're going to take this first number here, $514,791, and we're going to go here, and we're going to change this to our new number, $514,791. And we're going to then, once we're done changing that, we're going to go to our estimated cost for the first year, which is the next number, $352,629. And we're going to change that in our financial, in our business plan template. From 302, we're going to throw 52, 352, 629. And then finally, we're going to go to the third number on the projections tab, which is the net profits year one, $124,405. And we're going to change this number here, $124,405. Once we're done with making these changes, we're going to highlight all of this. We're going to go up here to the highlighter tab and say no color. And so now this financial projections section is updated. For updating the rest of the business plan template, that's in another video that's included in the purchase of my template. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to zip all the way down to the bottom, and we got our financial projections here. And here's the next 12-month financial projections. Once we're done updating and customizing our financial model, we are going to go to our profit and loss tab. We're going to highlight this bad boy right here, quarter one, all the way from quarter one all the way down. We're going to hit right click. We're going to hit copy. Then we're going to go to our business plan here, and we're going to highlight our quarter one, backspace, and hit Control V. And we now have our updated profit and loss statement for quarter one, month 1 through month 3. We follow the same game for month 4 to 6, from 7 to 9, from 10 to 12. And then once we get our income statement, we're going to go to the income statement tab right here, and we're going to highlight our income statement tab, Control copy. Then we're going to go to our business plan template, highlight it, backspace, and hit Control V. And now we have our updated pro forma income statement for the next 5 years. And once we make those few changes, y'all are ready to go. Your financial projections are ready for your box truck. Using this model and updating it into my business plan template. Excuse me. So hopefully that information is helpful. And if y'all do want to go ahead and purchase my financial model as well as a business plan template for my box truck industry, all you have to do is go to qualitybusinessplan.com/box truck company business plan template. And once you're there, there's a link there to go ahead and purchase the box truck business plan template. And that template does include the financial model that we just went over. So hopefully this information was helpful. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up on YouTube. And as always, go out and make a little bit of money. Thank you.